Picked up something else at another restaurant. This drop, and I noticed these people have their own grill, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, have a little apartment with a grill. Got these real fancy grills right here. It's got a little temperature gauge, everything right here. You got another one. It's got a temperature gauge, little pull-out tray right here. Really nice. And so here are the grilling policies. Do not leave grill unattended when in use. Grills are reserved for residents and their guests. Guests must be accompanied by the resident. Resident ID is required. Some of them, passports. Persons under the age of 16 must be supervised by an adult at all times. Okay. Only use approved fire starters and products equipment designed for the outdoor grilling. Please report any damaged or malfunctioning equipment to management immediately. Owner and management are not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from the use of the facility or equipment. Please keep grilling and grill area clean. Thank you. Oh, and just in case of emergency, you know who to call. Right, we just got one for Tony's Pizza, so as soon as we drop off this chicken, we'll pick up your Tony Pizza. Now, the Tony Pizza was for $33, so looks like we're close to a C note. this is what I mean by $30. Usually what I do with the pasta is I lay it flat, just like a pizza. Because pasta wants to be, you know, flat. Then right over here, that's the pizza over there.
Kittens, bright copper kettles and one woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings.
Base pay $250.
Pine Thicket.
Oh, right here.
Okay. Some nice houses.
Family.
It's fine with me.
Cousins.
It's fine with me.
8.
It does say 8 though, doesn't
18.
it?
8.
Yeah, some of these neighborhoods are really nice. They've got a lot of nice Christmas lights. You can see the snowman right here.
Ooh,
Really
glitter.
nice, yeah. These are really nice too. The little candy cane, candy cane thing. Oh, we got another one. It looks like a Where's Waldo kind of thing. I don't know what this is.
And a
Yeah,
propeller. It's moving.
it's like a peppermint kind of thing. Oh, it's a toy shop. Oh, I see. It's like a little toy shop.
28 days till Christmas, I guess.
Where does that say that?
Right there,
Oh, it
28.
does. Yeah,
Ooh, that's
you're right. It says
that's
28 days
fancy.
till Christmas. Huh.
Ooh. Can I
That's
live
very
with
nice.
them?
Well, you never know. I mean, they could be like Silence of the Lambs fans. They could have a dog named Precious.
Oh, here's the other one. We got Snoopy. Charlie Brown. I'll be quiet.
Tell you one scary movie though about nice houses and stuff is Tusk. It's a Kevin Smith movie. It's like a horror film. Man, I think it's scary.
Oh,
Johnny Depp's
Edgewater.
in it, but he's not under his name though.
Edgewater's the name of the band.
Oh, Edgewater.
Yeah, they're Dallas based.
Okay, this looks really nice right here.
Yeah, I've Googled it for you. Oh, look at that one.
Oh, it's like a little reindeer. Oh, look, a little abominable snowman. Abominable? That's a weird word. Abominable. Abominable snowman.
They're cheap.
That was pretty. It says like $100 setup at least.
I know, I'm just joking.
These are really nice over here.
It was
though.
painted. They could have painted it themselves. I'm just joking.
Yeah, some of these cost thousands.
Those plug-in ones are just like just flapping around.
Yeah, another funny movie though about Christmas lights is Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. That one's really funny. He gets the bonus from the. Yeah, I know it's on. Don't worry about it. As long as you can see that, then it's on.
Let me measure.
right, this will be our last one for tonight, and then we'll head on back. Huh. Yeah, that's correct. So we're headed back, and I'm listening to Motherland by Natalie Merchant. Really good song. One of my favorite Natalie Merchant songs. And Linda's having a peppermint. And we dropped off all the food to the doorsteps. Now we're headed back, and I just want to make an announcement. We're about to break 500 subscribers, so we're about to hit the 500 mark. And if you know any friends or, you know, anybody that would be interested in a very unique show about food delivery and relationships and life and film and cinema and pop culture, tell them to check out the Please Subscribe show. And all you got to do is hit a button. It's not hard. You just kind of lift your finger up like this, press a button, and that's all we need. And, you know, you watching the show also helps, of course. And also hit the notifying bell. So if you hit the notifying bell, that keeps you in the loop and lets you know when the next video will upload. All right. We all have a good night. You may be seeing some stuff about the kitty drinking out of a faucet. My cat is a cat that ran into my place. So it was a stray cat, but we got him neutered, got all his shots, all that stuff. He's good to go, and he likes to drink from the faucet. And sometimes he likes to look out the window. And he likes to play with catnip toys. His name's Edmund. My name is Cole, and that's Linda. And y'all have a good holiday coming up, and we'll see you the next time. Hopefully I'll have this posted by tomorrow. If not, it'll be there by the next 2 days. So I try to get everything up at least within 2 days, or at least by the next day. All right? Y'all have a good night. 317 or Colossal 317.
God, can't do this even hard anymore. I'm kidding. That hurts. And he told me, explain about it. If it gets too warm, then they put it back over there. I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Mine came off a little too strong.
Right.
Mine came off a little.
You probably did okay. So let me see this one. Let me see this one. All right, here you go. 51 cents.
I don't want
All
to drag
right.
seafood.
Let's see. Wow. Yeah, that's a good deal. Grab that.
Okay.
That could be a photo op right here. I mean, they are recording, right? Ooh, this one's even clearer though. Check this out. This one right here, it's even clearer. No, back this way, back this way. It's like a photo op. Please, this one.
Hi, welcome to America. We're from Australia.
Photo op.
Alright.
That's very clear. And they use a company right here called Ren. Huh. That's really cool. A little excessive though on the amount of. I mean,
Now that's a little excessive too.
I mean, it just. No, I'm sorry. But isn't it? No. I'm looking at this right here. Isn't it a little though? 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. I'm just saying it's a lot. It's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 monitors, 7 and 8 monitors, 9 and 10 monitors in one area. It just seems like
now
that's
we need tortillas.
We got this side and that side, all for this. I mean, that is a crazy amount of monitors. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 monitors in one area. That is a crazy amount. Huh. Right here, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 right here, just for the pharmacy right here. For the pharmaceutical. For this kind of stuff. That's a crazy amount. So I got all of this and that.
Really nice layered hair. I like your haircut.
Here we go. Yeah, that's much better. Learned that from a little guy called Adam the Woo. Well, not all of it from Adam the Woo. Combination between Adam the Woo and Tom Green. You know, like Quentin Tarantino always talks about all these other filmmakers. So he's like, well, that shot kind of reminded me of something from Fellini. I don't know if he says that, but or maybe he says, you know, Quentin Tarantino will go, well, that reminds me of this Chinese kung fu action film, and he'll, you know, City of Fire or whatever the name. Or Quentin Tarantino will say, you know, that reminds me of an Ingmar Bergman film or whatever. He takes from other filmmakers all the time, especially Asian filmmakers and some Italian. Oh, Sergio Leone, right? So that reminds me of A Fistful of Dynamite, kind of thing like that, right? Well, I do that a little bit, but what I do is like, this reminds me of a little bit of Adam the Woo or Tom Green or something like that. Because I watch other vloggers as much as I can. They're kind of like little documentaries. The reason why I do that is because I had a teacher called Bob Lavelle. He was a Tony Award-winning Broadway actor, or I think he was at least nominated for a Tony. I think he might have won a Tony for On Golden Pond, but he was a good acting teacher. Unfortunately, he passed away. Bob Lavelle was a great acting teacher, but he taught us two things that I use when I do this kind of stuff, vlogging. One thing he taught us was it takes time for things to process. That was one thing he always would stress. Also reading, lots of reading books. But it takes time for things to process. It can take years and years and years for things to process. And then the second main thing he taught us was something the Buddhist monks would do. Like when you're reading like Zen books about Zen and Buddhism and Buddhist monks, which he gave us a book about shooting an arrow, or no, that may have been the Alexander teacher. He gave us a book about anyway, it's about Zen. It's about Buddhist monks talking about Zen, or one Buddhist monk talking about Zen. And what he described one time in class that I took was that one time he was reading about these Buddhist monks, and that they would lay out all this sand out on the ground. Okay, so they'd take sand and they'd make like a sand garden. Okay, and they would paint in the sand garden. Okay, so this Buddhist monk would sit there and paint in sand. Right, he would write, or he would draw a picture in sand, or like a tree in sand, or a swan in sand. And then after he was done with his artwork, this is the most important thing I learned from Bob, was after the Buddhist monk was done with all his artwork and the tree was completed in the sand, he drew his art in the sand, the one thing that he taught us was this, that the Buddhist monk would then erase over it. He'd clear it. He'd take like a rake and he would just clear away the artwork. You have to have that mentality. There's certain things you can keep, and there's certain things you can clear away. Certain things you can keep, and certain things that you don't keep. So there's two things that you can do. Keeping is important. So keeping some of the material is important. Check out the homicide board. Yeah, 101.1 is a really good station. Actually, the reason I like it is Alec Baldwin actually does some well, his voice is on that station for quite a bit. He does a lot of announcements for classical music. He's highly appreciative of classical music. He actually studies it, knows a lot about it. But he makes some little announcements every once in a while. I'm like, oh, it's Alec Baldwin's voice. That's wonderful. You can clearly tell it's Alec Baldwin's voice, you know, when he starts speaking. It's kind of one of those guys, you know, those actors that have those kind of voices that you can. Now we're going to look at the homicide board right over here. Sorry to switch the subject on there, Alec. But here we go. It's saying Ashley and ends tomorrow. There's a sale at Ashley's. Not all superheroes wear capes. So they don't all wear capes, but they are superheroes. And then they got a Coca-Cola. So we're doing a Coca-Cola advertisement, 100% recycled bottle. So they are recycling the bottles for Coca-Cola all day long. Don't see a single homicide. So it looks like we've clean that up in town, and we got a green light. So today's episode, or show, or today's Please Subscribe show episode is brought to you by Arizona. Arizona refreshing, healing herbal tonic. It actually heals you. It's really great. It's an energy herbal tonic. It's got great vitamins in it. So you're talking about right here, all of this good stuff right here. Vitamin A and C and vitamin E. So it's got vitamins in it, and vitamins are really good for healing. So Arizona tea brought to you today, the Please Subscribe show. And thank you so much. I'm Cole Spivey. Right here. How y'all doing? Right there. Today is August 14th, 2021, or as David Lynch says, August 14, 2021, the day after Friday the 13th. You know, Jason Voorhees, he's running around with a mask, a hockey mask, just looking for his victims in honor of his mother. Y'all have a good day today.